Hey, this is Glendon. We're making money online. Yeah, it's changed. It's changed. But part of making money online is getting inventory. You have to have inventory, whether it's digital inventory or physical inventory. And what I'm going to talk about today, what are you doing as a picker? Are you picking for pleasure or are you picking for profit? I got a very interesting email, and it was a great email. And the person was, watched the channel, learned a lot of tips, and they've kind of, bam, hit a wall. Hit a wall. And, where I'm at right now is just, there's so many things going on. I'm writing 2 books, doing videos, running the Hustler Mindset Project. And there's a lot of people who want to talk to me. And for me to talk to you, I have to stop doing something else that I know is going to make me money to talk to you and not make money. And that makes no sense. So if you want to talk to me, go to Urban Pack Rat, look at G Talk, and that makes sense for me to stop doing something to make money, to talk to you to make money. Otherwise, it's just not happening. But anyway, this email came in. We're going through the stuff, and I saw where they were going wrong. Now, I went ahead to this person and say, look, I have a consulting service. If you want a piece of the G, this is what you need to do, because there's clearly some problems you have, and I can help you, but I'm not going to help you for free because that doesn't benefit me. That makes me a bastard. I'm a bastard all day long. Well, the person went like, okay, so they went ahead, signed up for the consulting, and we kind of fleshed out some stuff, and some very interesting things came out of that conversation. There are many people who pick for pleasure, but they mistakenly think they're picking for profit. And I'm going to give you a great example. This guy, hard worker, was out there 6-7 days a week. He got the Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit. He got the Ultimate Garage Sales. He just said he wasn't a storage auction type guy, which is cool. They're not for everyone. And we designed a program in just an hour that totally set his business on fire. Now, the deal is, there are many of you out there who are in love with collectibles. Understand, there's this misperception that I hate collectibles. I don't hate collectibles. I love collectibles. I think they're wonderful. They're nice. The deal is, at times, they can be challenging and difficult to extract the right profit. And if you're in love with collectibles, you tend to overpay with stuff that you're in love with. That's the problem. If you can get a Roseville, piece of pottery for $5, even if it's like on the lower end, you're still going to make money. But if you're paying $50, $60, $70, $80, $100, $200 because you think it's one of the higher end pieces, chances usually are it's not. And if it is, in this economy, it's kind of hard to sell. You got to go to the right place. You got to go to the right forum. You have to have the right customer. So right place, right forum, right. Every time you add another level of difficulty to your sale, the longer and the harder it becomes. So to get rid of that, if you can get it really cheap, the Roseville, $5, it doesn't, that stuff doesn't matter as much. It still matters, but it doesn't matter as much. And we went in there, and he actually signed up for 5 sessions. Dude was serious. And about the third, I get this question all the time. Hey, Glendon, where can I get your books? Strange, I know. But you can get Storage Auctions 101 on Kindle. You can also get the new Storage Auction Buyer's Handbook also on Kindle and my blog. And the oldest, well, not exactly the oldest, but Making Money A to Z, you can get that on Amazon or my blog. And the best of the best, the 48 Hours of Storage Auction Success, you can only get from my blog. For those of you who don't give a damn about storage auctions, you can get Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit or the Ultimate Garage Sale. And if you don't like that, hey, I got you. You can get The Porn Is Always in the DVD Player. That's my life as a storage auction buyer. And for those who want to experience the mental side of success, check out the Hustler Mindset Project on my blog. Now to the video. Session, it came out. He was in love with collectibles. Get real passionate and understand there's nothing wrong with being in love with collectibles. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're looking to have a very profitable business, it can trip you up. You got to have that objectivity. And we just started talking, and then there were other opportunities that were there for him we just couldn't flesh out. because he had collectible tunnel vision. Just just to drop the news, he went from 500, 600 bucks a week picking, which is very good. There's a lot of people who would love to have an income. He does have a full-time job, but he picks hard. A few little adjustments took that up to 1,500 bucks a week picking. He did not increase his hours. He did not really change a lot of his habits. It's just he changed his viewpoint. Dude was essentially leaving money on the table frequently, and it just blew him away. But the deal is, you have to ask yourself, what kind of picker are you? Are you picking for profit, or are you picking for pleasure? I know in the picking community, it's like, hey, we're the community, we're all one hand washes the other. At the end of the day, it's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. If you treat it like a hobby, you will make hobby-like money. If you treat it like a business, you'll make business-like income. Just a small change in your mindset can crank up the cash. That's how big it is. Now, here's a little litmus test for you. If you only pick things that you like, if you only pick things that are in your neighborhood, or you only pick occasionally, you're probably in love with collectibles, in love with picking, but it doesn't really matter a lot to you if you make money. I know it's like, hey, I'm out there every day, I'm busting, I'm trying to make stuff, I'm dealing with these crazy people on eBay, and what are you talking about, Glendon? I'm not trying to make money. No, you're not. Because the thing is, there's this sign that's in the Apparel Mart, and the Apparel Mart is this place that merchants go and buy stuff wholesale here in Atlanta, and you walk in and it says, find out what people want, buy it, then give it to them, sell it to them. What we do is we find stuff, then we try to find the customer. I've been guilty, and sometimes it's unavoidable, when you get stuff. But the deal is, find out what people want, get it, and then sell, then the money just cranks out. Now, one of the big things with this is, as a picker, there's many other opportunities for you to make money, but you have to adjust your mindset. You have to, because the collectible market has been under assault since 1999. I was in eBay early days, and I saw the chatter in the forums that there are many people who blame eBay for killing the antique and collectible market in the same manner that people blame television for killing the storage auction market. Well, I don't think eBay has killed the collectibles market, and I don't think that the television shows have killed the storage auction market. But what they did, and both things are part of the evolution of the business, is they created more exposure and awareness. Because the markets still exist. They do. And there's some people making more money than ever, and there's other people who went out of business because they did not adapt. The thing is, if you were a smart antique dealer, you would have been one of the first people on eBay. You would have been one of the first things. Because the thing is, this is how it worked back in the day. You went to a little antique mall, you saw some, and you've been looking for it for months or years. You bought it because you didn't know if you're going to come across it again. With eBay, bam, wow, there's 50 of those items across the country. Oh, here's one 2 hours away. I'm going to go get it. eBay actually made it easier for the customer to find you. Yes, the profitability is not where it used to be because people who own antique booths, I knew a lady that I actually ran out her store for a while. She had a 10 by 10 booth in the antique mall, and she routinely made $5 to $7 grand a month back in the day. She was killing it. She made enough money to actually buy the building that I was renting from her, just from antiquing and stuff. But she worked hard. She was a picker. She was the type person that go to closeouts, estates, barns. She do all that stuff. But the thing is, the knowledge was not as wide open as it is today. You had to have a degree of specialized knowledge. Well, the deal is, all that's gone. Everything's moving forward. You can piss, bemoan, be upset, and go, oh, eBay killed the collectibles market, and oh, the TV shows killed. No, you can get with the program. Because the thing is, as you get in the game and you put some skin in the game, you learn some things. And as long as you keep moving forward with the markets, you're going to be okay. I understand. It sucks to work just as hard to make less money. But understand, There's a lot of people out there who are making zero money. There's a lot of people out there that wish they had a job. There's someone right now in their home at the end of this month is going to be sold on the courthouse step. They don't have a job, they don't have any credit, they don't have any money in the bank. And they have no way of making any money because the hole is so deep that it's all going to crash and fold on them before they can find any relief. And then there's the point of getting over the depression and the shame of going through such a horrible event. There's many people out there who are making no money, who are hungry, who are dire freaking straits. And if you as a picker are making some money, you need to adjust your game so you can make some money, and you need to be grateful and thankful that you are making money. Because there's a lot of noise here online about YouTube and everything, but you have to really understand, only a small group of people in the United States of America watch my channel, the other channels, and this is a very small community. Because there are many people of a certain age group that's like, they don't trust the internet. If it's on the internet, it's a lie. If it's on the internet, it's manipulation. They don't watch YouTube, they don't read anything, and they just go out there blind. Believe me on this. Because, people, that's why I laugh when I will go out to auctions and people are like, hey, you're the reason that everybody's coming. 99.8% of the people in the United States of America have not heard of me. Okay? That's how, the vast majority of the United States of America Americans, they don't even know who the hell I am. And I'm one of the larger, in this niche, I am the largest YouTuber. In the resale, storage auction, picking, I am the largest one. And 99.some% of Americans don't know who the hell I am. And I'm the large guy here. Think about that. So, when people are putting up stuff and, it's killing stuff, understand, the eBay, the collectibles market, the resale market, those guys, they know about me and they know about other channels. But it's a weeny, bitty, small piece of America. So this knowledge is not like all over the place. There was the saying years ago, if you want to hide something from someone, put it in a book or put it in an educational format, and boom, it's true. Because I've had many people, and I'm not going to shame them, who have like, damn, man, if I had bought your book when it first came out, because, I've had many people like, I didn't believe in you. I thought you were a hustler. I thought you were just out for the buck. Let's be clear. I am a capitalist. I am out for the buck. If you hate me, fuck you. And bam, they were like, oh, this is good information. See what I just said? I'm not going to come on here and say, I'm your buddy, I'm your friend, I'm your pal, because I do this for the number one reason, it's fun. When I started making YouTube videos, it was terrifying. I used to blah, because, it was just me and the camera. But now I'm kind of comfortable with it for 3 years, and it's fun. I like making videos. That's the number one reason I do it. 2, I make money from doing videos. I do. I didn't start off that way. For almost 2 years, I didn't really make any money, but I pumped out the content. I put up the videos. There are many people who think my early videos are better. So, understand. You have to be honest with yourself while you're doing what you're doing. Because if you want to make money, there's no shame in that. We live in a culture that's kind of weird that, because I'm a part of the internet marketing culture. Yeah, I'm part of the internet marketing culture. And there's this thing, give, and just want a little bit back. To me, that just does not add up in my logical business mindset. It makes no sense to me. To me, it speaks of a scam, because why would someone spend an incredible amount of time and energy to give you stuff to benefit your life, and their name's not Mother Teresa, and they're not running a charity, when in the end, they want the same thing that I want, to make money. Be upfront with it. Tell people, hey, this is the product, this is the price, and this is what it's going to do for you. And everyone's happy. Because when I hear that, hey, I'm trying to help you out, I'm trying to give you all this juicy, 100% free content that's actionable, I immediately turn it off and move on, because it's bullshit. It is bullshit. 99.7% of that stuff out there is just bullshit, because it doesn't make any sense. When I came on YouTube, I wrote the book. It came with a price tag. I never shied away from that. And I also gave you the good, the bad, and the ugly about storage auctions. For a long time, the worst unit that I ever bought was my number one video. I lost a G on some junk. $1,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, and it hurt. It hurt when it happened. But that's part of the game. So, I share with you my highs, my lows, and successes about storage auctions because that's how it is. It's not this even path. If you think you're going to get in the storage auction game or the resale game or the picking game or doing stuff on Craigslist and not at times lose money, you're a fool. And anyone that tells you that you can do this risk-free, not lose any money, and not stumble, not make any mistakes, they are lying to you. I lost a ton of money in the beginning because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Straight up, I lost money. But the thing is, I kept at it, and the more mistakes I made, the smarter I became. That's the problem with many of you. You don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to lose any money. So you're putting off the inevitable because there's a few people on this planet who are brilliant, super smart. They'll come out, get some, not lose money. That's atypical. The average person's going to take some on the chin, cross to the face, black eye. It's going to happen. I've fallen down. I've hurt myself financially many, many times. But every time I got up a little stronger. My chest was a little bigger. My biceps were a little tighter. Why? Because I was building myself. So stop with the trying to avoid failure, because as you avoid failure, you also avoid success. You're putting off your success by avoiding failure because it's inevitable. There's no way that you're going to be able to dodge and twist and avoid it. And usually what really happens is you end up doing nothing. Nothing. Not moving forward, not moving back, just static and stagnant like pond water. But if you want to get into the picking game, make sure before you go out there, you know why you're doing it. Let me say it again from the top so people are like, oh God, he's castigating picking. If you want to pick for pleasure, cool. Pick for pleasure. If you want to make money, pick for money. Trying to do both is going to be dangerous. Because if you're picking for pleasure, you're going to want to keep your best shit. I see it all the time. It's like, yeah. And you get something for $5, and because it's so rare, because you're picking for pleasure, that you don't want to let it go, because it's not a business, it's a hobby. And let me say it again, there's nothing wrong with it being a hobby, nothing at all. But the thing is, if you're out to make money, you have to pick for profit. That's the reality. So ask yourself, are you picking for pleasure or are you picking for profit? And with that, in a few weeks, there'll be a book out about picking for profit. And I can tell you right now, will it have what should you buy? No. Because the right person can make money off doors thrown in a heap. It doesn't matter what you pick as much as your strategy for picking and creating your sales channels. Because getting inventory is not the hard part. It's the sales channel. I've been preaching that for going on 4 years. Buying a storage unit is easy. Moving it, storing it, sorting it, selling it, extracting profit, that's where it gets challenging. That's where it's very, that's the deal. That's why in my book, The 48 Hours to Storage Auction Success, I speak heavily about selling channels, networking, and building something that no one else talks about, a customer base. Customer base. 2009, I had a huge regular customer base for regular run-of-the-mill stuff. So that's something to think about. So, okay, sit down, talk to yourself, and really think about it, because the book, when it comes out, strategy, actionable strategy that you can start implementing and making money in your picking business. Because right now, you can have a hybrid model if you so desire, because actually I recommend it. I actually recommend you get as many sales channels as possible. Pick, storage units, eBay, Amazon, Craigslist. You need to be doing it all, because to specialize, it could be dangerous, because Craigslist has changed 3 times since I wrote my book. Things that you could do, it's changed 3 times. So with that, I'm working mostly on strategy, because with the platform changing, the products don't change, the people don't change, the delivery method changes, and that marketing method changes, but the end game, the beginning and the end doesn't change. And that's what I'm working on. So some things for you to think about. Check it out. And I want to hear your thoughts. All right, this is Glendon, and I'll see you in the next video.